Hello, everybody. I am SSD Showstopper, and today is the 23rd of March 2024. Now, yesterday I did a video and I was speaking on the entire situation that is taking place between these TikTokers and the official and the Blue Royal, and they constantly going at it and insulting each other. I also spoke on the Spice and Shenseea situation being judges on baddies and the negative stereotype that they're pandering to, while at the same time they're getting paid. So it seems like nothing to them. So a lot of persons have been countering my argument and saying that you will be stereotyped whether you like it or not, whether it's negative or positive, you will always be stereotyped. And this is what the media does to black women and stuff. And it's okay to counter it. It's okay to be indifferent with my argument. You understand? That's what makes the world go around. Everybody's not going to agree. Everybody's not going to see the ideas or the argument the same way as I do. However, if you're going to put it that way, you can't just broad brush it and say that you are going to be stereotyped whether you like it or not. You have to put pointers forward, and you have to put things in place to prove that your argument has some sort of validity. Anyways, when I speak about this, I remember I incorporated the situation of a woman speaking about going to Canada and working there, and her experience. It was absolutely negative. And I draw that as an example to say that when you pander to stereotype, you don't like it when you're actually being stereotyped. You glamorize shopping lifestyle, scamming lifestyle, a lot of things that people glamorize, and people think that it is funny and it is cool. But when you're actually being treated like a scammer, you don't like it, because people are going to clutch their purse when they see you. People not going to want you in their establishment because they're going to think that you are a thief. They're going to walk around and watch you. If you're going to do any form of business transaction, the paperworkings or the bureaucracy is going to be tightened when it comes to you versus other persons. They're going to highly investigate your background to find out who you are, when for other persons it will be a smooth sailing. And that's what I'm speaking of. You don't like it. See, when you're doing commerce, it's completely different from when you're sitting at home and you're just making some money. Or you're saying this and that, it sounds good. But when you're actually in the field and experience it, then you know what I'm speaking of. Remember, I spoke about Ivani when she was at the airport and a woman was cursing her out. She was the one who said it, that the woman was cursing out and saying that you all prostitutes and you all this and that. She didn't like it. That's why she should have said, thank you, that's what I do. You understand? But she didn't like it. She didn't like it. That's the thing. She did not embrace it. But here lies a female who always professed to selling her kitty. She always professed to selling it and glamorize it, and she's proud of it. And because you are proud of it, then you should be proud of it, whether a person is using it to insult you or they're using it to compliment you. You understand? You shouldn't even take it as an insult, because that's what you profess to doing. So I'm showing you, when you pander to the negative stereotype, it's all good and gravy when you have a cheerleading behind you or a choir behind you. But when you go out into the wider world, which is not social media, and people are actually treating you according to the things that you say and the things that you promote, you cannot complain, because that's what you are about. And if you're not about it, that's what you support and promote. So you see where I'm getting with my argument? No. What a lot of black people are melanated. I love the word melanated. What a lot of melanated people don't seem to realize is that when it comes to our culture across the globe, other races treat it like costume. So they believe that they can put on black people, they can dress up black people, they can entertain as black people, they can do all of these things, they can participate in our culture, dance, prance, all these kind of things for fun. But they have another life that they have to hop into, which is their reality and their custom, their own personal culture that they have to hop into when it's all done, when the cameras are off. And what that culture is about is protecting themselves, their race, their pride, protecting themselves and preserving what they deem culture for them, not for the black people. So you see what is happening when a lot of persons are cheering you on. And even when you find a lot of these European dancers and they're coming out and they're doing dancehall and stuff like that, they have their real life. And in their real life, it has absolutely nothing to do with dancehall. It's just a money-making field for them. They have another life that they go into that has absolutely nothing to do with Caribbean culture and all these kind of things. You understand? When it's who has that, dancehall is your life, it's your culture, it's who you are. You can't escape it. Everywhere you go, you live, breathe, eat dancehall. You understand? and stuff like that. And so when people see the negative part of it, which is the cussing, the this, the that, the dash out, the all of these kind of things, they see it and they see it as what? A costume, something that they can dress up, something that they can try out, and tomorrow morning they go back to their life. However, when you decide to go out, when you decide to travel, when you decide to do certain things that are outside of the space of dancehall, people are still treating you. People will treat you like that is who you are all day, every day. That's the point that I was trying to get. For example, there's Sukiana, right? I'm gonna see if I can find the video clip and show you guys. If I find it, then I'll show it to you.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eating the ass. We be eating this ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched.
Right, so that's that. Sukiana was somewhere in the UK and she was talking about like to get her coochie scratch or get her coochie scratch or eat ass, and all these tourists were there, which is, you know, white people of different race, and they were looking at her weird because they were wondering what is she saying and also her behavior. What does she mean by it? She sees nothing wrong with it. She sees nothing wrong with it. She sees it as glamour, as funny and stuff like that. However, when you're being treated that way now, sooner or later down, we see wherein she's on so many interviews and she doesn't want to be asked questions in regard to her degrading behavior, being walked like a dog, being doing this, doing that, and all these kind of things. She doesn't want to. She's saying that she's cleaning up her image and she's tired of it. You see, you don't have the ability to escape it, because no matter where you go, people will see that of you and they will treat you accordingly. Not only that, Sukiana isn't the only person who is being treated like that. Persons who have absolutely nothing, I'm talking me and you, who have absolutely nothing to do with that behavior, we are going to be seen like that. No, we have to go above and beyond to prove that we are not a part of the stereotype. And that's where I'm getting to you at. As I said, it's all good and gravy when people are clapping you on and cheering you on. But at the end of the day, they have their life that they go back to. They have their 24 hours difference that they go back to. That has absolutely nothing to do with black culture, melanated culture, dancehall, hip hop, whatever the case may be. They see you, however, as that all day, every day. And they are expecting you to behave that way. And so they treat you accordingly. And you don't like the treatment because it's not a good treatment that you're getting. You're not being respected. And that's where I'm heading. So that's a point I'm trying to make to a lot of people. I'll give you another example. Here lies a photo of Beyonce and Kim Kardashian. Beyonce and Kim Kardashian are at the Grammys. There is they're standing. In the photo is Kanye West. There's Kim Kardashian. There is Beyonce. There is John Legend, singer John Legend, and his wife, model Chrissy Teigen. Now, there are three persons in that photo who have known talent. One doesn't. However, when you look in the photo, there's absolutely one who stands out like a sore thumb. She stands out. And there's a reason she stands out. She is going above and beyond to prove that she is the center of attention. That's how it goes. What is Kim Kardashian famous for? For having sex on a tape, for prostituting herself. You understand? For sleeping around with so many rappers. Yet this woman gets front row seat at the Grammy, courtesy of her black husband, who is talented, Kanye West. She gets seats. No, they're not married. Yeah, we know they're no longer married, but I'm speaking of then. She gets front row seats at the Grammy. She's sitting behind the #1 female singer in the world right now, black female singer, and that is Beyonce. We are looking at some 25 to 30 years of hard work by Beyonce being reduced to a white prostitute sitting right beside her. That's the luck of a white woman. A black woman doesn't have that. No, in the bottom photo, we see who? Beyonce again and Kim Kardashian. We also see Miss, what's her name? Anna Wintour. She's the chief editor of Vogue magazine. That's Anna Wintour sitting beside Kim Kardashian and Beyonce. And they are what? At the front row of a fashion show. Again, world-renowned, the #1 female singer, black female singer in the world, that is Beyonce. She is sitting right at the front row with Kim Kardashian. And what is Kim Kardashian known for? Having sex on a tape, prostituting herself, sleeping around with so many rappers. The luck of a white woman is equivalent to 25 to 30 years of hard work of a black woman with talent. That's the message it is sending. You will not get that luck. You will never live long enough to get that luck. Now look at this other photo. This is who? Karine Stephens. Who is Karine Stephens? She's the first person who wrote a book, a tell-all book, about all the persons who she slept with, from Shaquille O'Neal, Jay-Z, DMX, so many other persons, Usher, so many persons who she have slept with. She wrote a tell-all book speaking on it. And where's Karine Stephens? She's still doing absolutely nothing than sleeping around for money. She isn't being invited on the red carpet. She isn't sitting front row anywhere. Nobody wants to see her. The white community isn't interested in seeing her. The black community, isn't interested in seeing her. They're not glamorizing that. They aren't glamorizing it because they don't like it. They say that she should have kept it a secret. They should have kept it a secret and all these kind of things. What difference would it make if she had kept it a secret? She still would not be invited on the red carpet. There are so many IG influencers out there. They are at the front row of the Grammy sitting beside Beyonce. No, they are not. So I'm trying to show you the luck that black women do not have versus the luck the white women have for doing the same thing or worse. You understand? So that's what's taking place right now. The luck of a white woman is valued at 25 years of hard work, 25 to 30 years of hard work of a black woman with talent. You don't get that. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So the negative stereotype and the things that you put out there will forever be used against you. Hold on a minute. I don't want my camera stand to fall. The negative stereotype that is being put out there of black women will forever be used against you because you simply do not have the luck or control the media, so you can control what is being put out there, how you are being portrayed. And that's what I'm trying to get at. That when you, a talented female like Spice and Shenseea, decide to reduce themselves to a show like that and everybody cheering it on, they're not looking at the bigger picture, that these are women with actual talent. These are women who are actually going places. Why would they need to promote something as deductive as that? Why would you need to promote something as repugnant as that kind of show? Why would you need to promote something as distasteful and derelict as that kind of show? It promotes absolutely nothing good. You understand? So that's the argument that I'm trying to push. Now look at this photo again. This is Phaedra Parks, an attorney at law, a licensed mortician, and she was also on the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. She was, she caught up in some scandal about her husband being involved in fraud. He went to prison twice and all of that. He's no longer her husband. They're cordial with each other. Phaedra have moved on to being on Married to Medicine, and that, which is another reality show. And she has basically tried her best to clean up her image, though, she always maintained poison grace, though a lot of people do not like Phaedra. You understand? Now here lies also Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes was also a cast on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Everybody loved Nene. She was foul at the mouth. She was gross. She get at people. She could read and drag everybody and go down. She never liked Phaedra because to her Phaedra was fake. She didn't like Phaedra being fake. And I'm not sure if it is being fake or having a decorum, because Phaedra conducted herself with a lot of grace. There are so many controversial things that came out about her. Yes, we understand. But here's the thing. Phaedra was the type of person who could read you and you found out 3 days later that you actually were read. You understand? Not only that, she conducted herself with a certain decorum when on camera. Nene wasn't about that life. Nene was about arguing with people, going back and forth, quarreling and wanting to have the last word, wanting to read and drag people. The black community like that. They cheered on Nene all the way until it led to her being removed from the show. It led to her being removed from the reality show. Now she went on to other reality shows. Yes, they got cancelled and stuff like that, but the image and reputation of Nene went out there, and obviously it's not positive because she isn't getting much gigs. She was in 1 and 2 series, but that's it, they cancelled. She isn't. So if it was working out for her, she would have solidified a place somewhere. Now when we look at Phaedra moving on, Phaedra got modeling contract with Wilhelmina, the same one that Nicki Minaj is with. Phaedra is also on Married to Medicine. She got so much, and she got quite a few endorsements. You understand? And because of her decorum, she was awarded. And that's what I'm trying to prove to you. People on a whole, especially in the black community, they will not take on to a Phaedra. This is a woman that's very intelligent, well educated also. You understand? So they're not going to like her. They're not going to take on to her because they don't want to relate to Poison Grace. They want to relate to a woman that's rich, ratchet out, cursing at people, dragging people. Yeah, we know that people say things about you and you don't like it, but it's not everybody that you need to respond to. However, she does that. That's what Nene is about. And people like Nene, where's Nene today? Still arguing, still squabbling, still having fuss and fight and all these kind of things. To the point where even one of her former castmates, who is Portia Williams, has said that she doesn't want to film with her. Can you blame the girl? You have a history of attacking people. You have a history of being a ratchet individual. And not because it's glamorized behind hair and makeup, it doesn't change the fact that you are a difficult individual. And so we are looking at what happens with a negative stereotype versus a positive stereotype. It's supported only one place only in the black community. But Bravo franchise have decided that they are going to reward Phaedra by having her on Married to Medicine and all of that. You understand? So it creates a better environment that's suitable for her decorum, her behavior, her reputation, and her image. So you see how that works out for you. So that's the point I'm trying to make. When you pander into all these kind of negative things and it looks good, it only cheerleaders that you're getting are people who are like you in the black community. Otherwise from that, it's not being celebrated anywhere. It's not being celebrated. There's a reason when Nene goes among certain people, she's not going to behave like that because she knows that behavior is not accepted. So that's what I'm trying to say. You understand? So when you're saying that you're still going to be stereotyped because you are forever continuing the negative stereotype. You are pandering to it. People can look at you and assume something, you know. It's easy to look at a person, assume that they're ratchet, that they're ghetto, that they're tacky. Like myself. People can look at me and see that. But when I open my mouth and I begin to speak, they realize that it is something absolutely different. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a beauty in it. Sometimes it's good to surprise people in a great way. Sometimes it's good to show people that there is something of you, that you're of substance. It's not always good to just show that because this is acceptable. It means that I'm going to go right ahead and do it because I'm going to get paid or I'm going to get this. It's very unfortunate that, you know, Spice was cautioned about love and hip hop and we see all the drama that she's forever in, and now she decided to host baddies and stuff like that. I don't think it does dancehall any good. That's what I'm trying to say. You want the culture, the genre to be respected. You want it to be cheered on. You know, you don't need to be doing that and encouraging women to fight and encouraging women to attack each other and go at it. You don't need that. Why would you be up there as a dancehall queen and you go into baddies? Baddies is down there, you know. Dancehall Princess Shenseea is just the same up there and going down there to be a judge on this ratchet show that has absolutely nothing great to the black community. That's all I'm saying. You understand? That's a point I'm trying to establish. So you choose what side is it that you want to be on and what you want. You want to cater to the negative stereotype and just don't give a F. You just rush it out and curse at everybody. And then you're going to complain when you're being treated accordingly. Or you're going to what? Maintain some sort of decorum, avoid certain spaces that are negative, avoid avoid feud, drama, toxicity, and try to maintain peace in your life and try to change the stereotype, develop a negative into a positive picture, as Lauryn Hill would say. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.